Hi everyone, my name is Darshana. So I'm in charge of organizing the IoT competition at Codefest 2017 at Sliit. So I thought of just giving this message for those who couldn't participate for the workshop that we had a couple of days back. I think it was on 24th of May at Malawi SLIT premises, particularly for those who attended the Jaffna workshops, and apparently they had many questions, so unfortunately I couldn't be there. So so we had uploaded the recordings of the lectures of the workshop held at Maldives, but most of those were in Sinhala because the audience were 100% Sinhala speaking audience, the school children. So this is for those who couldn't attend that conference, and those who are not that familiar with Sinhala. So I thought of just giving some background about this competition in English, right? So this Codefest competition has been there for some time at SLIT. It's annual competition targeting school children and university students. Um, and the IoT competition we started just last year, particularly because there's a huge interest in IoT related applications where people use sensors to gather real time data and to make certain decisions, right? So there was a pretty good response last year, so we thought of continuing it this year as well. And there has been a pretty good response, especially for the IoT contest. There has been a huge interest among all the students. So so first maybe I'll so there's a lot of details in the lectures that we have uploaded, so you can refer them, and they are kind of bilingual, and you can refer them to get some idea about IoT in general, and what are the technologies, what are the tools that are available to develop interesting applications. And I would just give a brief overview of what we expect of the projects that are submitted to this competition. So in IoT we have sensors. You have to use some kind of sensor or a bunch of sensors to get some real-time data about your environment, right? So that's the main thing. And also there should be some processing of those raw data, because the raw data you can't really use them as it is. So maybe you will have to use some development board, or a single board computer like Arduino boards, or Raspberry Pi devices, right? So when you use such devices, you don't have to know a lot of underlying electronics, so you can just use their interfaces, which are pretty user friendly, and you can easily write programs to do this processing of data, right? And then once you gather the data, maybe, and you do the processing, maybe you can do some analytics, some reporting, and also maybe you can change the environment of what you are sensing. So you can use some actuator like a motor or something and do some change, maybe switch on a light, something like that. So, and over time, maybe after you gather some data, so that may be beyond the scope of this competition. After you gather some data, you can do machine learning on top of that data, and do some predictions and identify patterns and all that, right? So so that is the main expectation, right? So the preliminary rounds will be on 26th or 7th, most probably, of June. So there's just over 1 month, exactly 1 month, because I'm recording this on 26th of May. So there's 1 month, and so there's not much time left. So what you can do is, you can identify an interesting problem that affects the environment, that affects the society, and then you can try to come up with some prototype. Maybe it may not be 100% working, but you can use these devices, Raspberry Pi devices, or a development board like Arduino boards, and maybe you can use a breadboard to connect the circuits and all that, without actually like fabricating a circuit board, right? Because that would take time and more effort. And then if you can like present a partially, at least a partially working prototype at the preliminary round, so there will be there will be two rounds. There will be one round on 26th or 7th, so we'll let you know the exact date of June. And then so there you can demonstrate your idea and how practical it is, and how realistic it is to implement it, and the usefulness of it, and the technical aspects. So there should be and I forgot to mention one thing, so there should be some connectivity to the public internet as well. So it's not shouldn't be just a local connectivity, right? So once you gather the data, it should be accessible over the public internet through some application, maybe a web application or a mobile application. Then you have to think about the security aspects, the network latency, network delays, and all that. So there is some other that is also a challenge, right? So yeah, so after the preliminary round, then we will select so currently we have decided to select 10 projects. So we have to look at the participation of the preliminary rounds to 10 projects from the university category as well as the student category to the final round, which will be held on 6th and 7th of July. So you have just 2 months, 2 weeks time there, right? But you can like do the final like final preparations of your prototype. It will be a prototype anyways, that is good enough. So you can use the breadboard and these development boards for the circuits, right? So there are some useful material in the internet, in YouTube channels, and also we have also uploaded some lectures which were which were delivered at the Malabar premises, so you can refer them. And if you have any questions, you can contact me or the Colombo IoT meetup group. So the Colombo IoT meetup group is a separate body. It's not related to Sliit, but they have agreed to help us out, and it's mainly consisting of professionals and anyone who's interested in IoT, right? So you can join that group when you go to the website meetup.com. So meetup is just a place for people who are interested in different areas to like actually meet and schedule meetings. So when you go to the meetup.com web page, go to the search for Colombo IoT, and there will be a group. I mean, it is the largest, apparently it is the largest meetup group in Sri Lanka. So they usually meet in Colombo, I think, but you can refer to their older presentations and videos, and you can post your questions. When you are doing these projects, there will be some problems, technical problems and other challenges, and maybe you might need some devices, so they might be able to even help out with that. So you can, so in that meetup page there is a chat like messaging interface where you can post your messages, you can ask questions from the administrators of that meetup group, and they will be willing to help you, right? So that's what I wanted to share. And so my email address and other details I'll share with these with the email that we are sending with the YouTube channel details and everything, right? So good luck. Hope to see you guys on most probably 27th of June at the preliminary rounds, right? Thank you very much.